Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're most welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Thank you so much. So in my last update about This Is Fate, Sonakshi tried to expose Sherlyn that it was Sherlyn who tried to kill Preeta in the kitchen. But of course, Sherlyn still find a way out of the situation. And Shriti was trying to expose Rajat before Rajat could get married to Sonakshi. That was our last update. Let's continue from there. Rajat says that since Shriti has asked him a question, so he will surely reply because no one has ever asked him such question before, and he will surely reply it. Preeta asks Shriti to stop making it so weird for them all, and Preeta asks Rajat not to take anything seriously. Shriti says that she is really serious, and Karan also asks Rajat not to be worried because it is just a question. Preeta asks that why is Karan taking Shriti's side, and Rajat replies that he will surely reveal the secret because they all think that he is really a nice person, but he had a secret, and it was that he was not worthy of Sonakshi because 3 years ago he saw Sonakshi coming out of the hospital in London and he fell in love with her, and he tried his best to make himself worthy of Sonakshi, so he worked hard to further his business empire. Then, after being successful and winning the Businessman of the Year award, he sent the proposal to her father through their common friend, but till now, he is still trying to win Sonakshi's heart. Rajat says that is his secret, and the entire family were really moved with Rajat's love story. Karan says that Shriti managed to make Rajat reveal the secret which was in his heart, and Rajat replies that it is nothing to be worried about, but they all have to be careful of Shriti because Shriti knows what is in everyone's heart, so they would have to be careful of her. Shriti thinks that Rajat has told a secret, but that was not the secret that she wanted to hear, and that secret is still hidden. Shriti sees Rajat's uncle leaving and she follows him. Preeta was asked that what will she name her unborn child, and Grandma and Raki suggested the name, but Karan also suggested the name, and Kritika says that they should just write the name on Preeta's hand. Sonakshi also asked Rajat to write his name on her hand with henna, thinking that it would be nice when she searches for Rajat's name, while Rajat will search for her own name as well. Yashvaran enters with Mahesh and they have brought the band with them, suggesting that since it is a Punjabi wedding, then there should be dance. Shriti was following Rajat's uncle and she secretly sees that Rajat's uncle was meeting with someone, and he also gives the person an envelope. Shriti asks Rajat's uncle about the person he just met, but Rajat's uncle denies meeting anybody. Shriti was sure that Rajat's uncle met with someone, but Rajat's uncle wants Shriti not to interfere in his matters because Shriti doesn't know him at all, so Shriti should not worry about what he does. Sonakshi comes to Shriti and seeing Sonakshi, Rajat's uncle leaves. Shriti asks if Sonakshi feels that Rajat's uncle is strange, but Sonakshi doesn't feel that way, and she asks Shriti to come and have the mehndi applied on her hands. The entire family were dancing and really enjoying themselves, and Preeta also joins the dance with Karan. Prithvi, seeing the opportunity, goes to Preeta, forcing her to dance with him, and Sherlyn gets mad seeing Prithvi dancing with Preeta, but Preeta was not comfortable dancing with Prithvi, so Preeta hits Prithvi hard on his feet, and Prithvi was not able to stand again. Kritika managed to hold Prithvi, asking that what has happened, and Prithvi looks at his feet and sees Preeta dancing as if nothing has happened, so Prithvi leaves, making an excuse that he has to make a call, and Preeta continues to dance with Karan. In the night, Prithvi was on the phone with the employees scolding them, asking that why can they not do any work by themselves and call him on every problem, and he asked them to end the call so that he will send the quotation. Kritika, coming from behind, asks that where is Prithvi going to? Prithvi replies that he is going to their room, and Kritika says that Prithvi is going at the wrong direction, and Kritika takes Prithvi to the room. Prithvi was worried, and Kritika assures him that it is their room, and she asks Prithvi to see her mehndi, but Prithvi replies that the mehndi is amazing without even looking at it. Kritika makes Prithvi sit down, and Kritika says that the first letter of Prithvi's name is hidden in her mehndi, since they were not able to do it at their wedding night. Kritika says that the mehndi is a tradition which implies that the husband would always know what is in the heart of the wife. Prithvi replies that if this is the case, then he will surely find the letter. So Prithvi started searching Kritika's hand for the first letter of his name, and Kritika asks that what is Prithvi doing because it is really tickling. Sherlyn, walking outside the room, gets really mad seeing both Kritika and Prithvi smiling, and Sherlyn tells Prithvi to come and meet her, otherwise she would enter the room while Kritika was there. Prithvi gets really worried seeing the message, and Prithvi tries to make an excuse, but Kritika was not at all ready to let Prithvi go, and Kritika insisted that Prithvi should talk with his workers in front of her. Prithvi replies that it is really difficult to talk with his workers in front of Kritika because sometimes he have to yell at them, which he doesn't want Kritika to say. Kritika says that she is really impressed with Prithvi's skills to convince others, and Kritika finally agrees to let Prithvi leave. Karan says that he lives in the same room with Preeta, but he doesn't know where Preeta is, and his parents want him to take care of Preeta and even feed her with milk, but they don't know where Preeta is. Raja says that Preeta is with his wife Sonakshi because he knows that no one is able to convince Sonakshi, so she is with Preeta. Karan throws the ball and Raja turns to pick it, and Preeta enters with Sonakshi. Sonakshi asks Karan to tell Preeta the line that she told her, and Preeta replies that when the color of the mehndi is so dark, then it means that the future husband will love her a lot. Sonakshi also says that she feels that Rajat will really take care of her, and Rajat from behind explains that he will surely take care of Sonakshi, and he promised. Preeta was shocked when Rajat comes to take Sonakshi's hand, and Karan was shocked that Sonakshi is feeling shy, and Sonakshi was never like this. Sonakshi asks Karan to see her mehndi, but Karan doesn't understand, and Sonakshi says that Karan has ever told her that she will never get any good husband. Sonakshi asks Preeta if they should leave, and Karan asks that where are they going to. Preeta replies that they are going to the roof because everyone is playing games there, and Karan asks Rajat that what game should they play, and Rajat advised that they should play a game of carom. Kritika was in her room and Shriti comes there asking her to come with her because they are going to have a lot of fun on the roof. Kritika asks Shriti to let her stay because she will come with Prithvi, and Shriti asks Kritika to call Prithvi on the phone to come, but Kritika replies that Prithvi is not answering his calls. Shrikant, that is Rajat's uncle, signals to Shriti and Kritika that Prithvi is in Sherlyn's room, and both Kritika and Shriti were shocked. Kritika wonders what Prithvi is doing in Sherlyn's room, and Shrikant says that he was sitting there, so he saw Prithvi going to Sherlyn's room. Kritika asks if Shrikant is sure, because how can Prithvi go to Sherlyn's room? And Shrikant replies that he knows what he is saying. Sherlyn in anger brings the rod to eat Prithvi, and Prithvi says that Sherlyn should place her hand over his heart because it only belongs to Sherlyn. Prithvi asks that why is Sherlyn so angry, and Sherlyn replies that Prithvi will not live in that room with Kritika, so Prithvi will go to the Luthra house and tell the family that he has a deal with an American client, so when it is the day in America, then it is night in India. Prithvi was shocked, saying that this means that he would have to work the entire night, and Sherlyn replies that this means that Prithvi would in the morning sleep in the guest room and not in Kritika's room. Prithvi says that what sort of plan is this, because it was after a lot of effort he became the son-in-law of the Luthra house, and now he have to sleep in the guest room. Shriti and Kritika suddenly walks into the room, but they were shocked to see only Sherlyn standing in the room, and Sherlyn asks that what has happened. Kritika replies that she was saying that Sherlyn should also come with them, and Sherlyn asks that to where. Shriti says that they are going to the terrace, and Sherlyn agrees to live with them, but Shrikant was worried, and he opens the door and he wonders where did Prithvi go to, because he was sure that Prithvi came into Sherlyn's room. Prithvi standing there says that Shrikant is the person that made his sweet wife and that Shriti came into the room with the aim of catching him with Sherlyn red-handed. But one thing that Shrikant doesn't know is that his name is Prithvi Malhotra. Janki asks the waiter to serve them something to eat, and Karina appreciates Grandma that she made a good plan because they all are enjoying on the terrace. Raki asks Janki to sit, but Janki says that she is waiting for the game to start. Mahesh explains that what game is Janki talking about. Kritika also comes there saying that she has come, and Shruti asks that where is Karan and Samir, and she asks Sonakshi about Rajat. Achala says that she saw Karan and Raja downstairs, so she will call them. But Janki stops her, saying that they should get the game ready while she will call Karan and Rajat. Karan was playing carom with Rajat, Samir and Shrikant, and Janki asks them to come upstairs. But Karan says that it is a girls' game that they are playing upstairs. Shrikant says that he is tired now, and Janki explains that she came because Preeta was missing Karan, and on hearing this, Karan immediately leaves, and Janki turns to the others, saying that they should also come. Karan comes to the terrace and says that he heard that they were missing him, Mahesh replies that they were all indeed waiting for Karan, and Janki says to Grandma that they were not coming, saying that they don't want to play the girls' game. And Raki asks that how then did Janki ask them to come? And Janki says that she said that Preeta was missing Karan, so Karan came running along with everyone. Karan asks if this means that Preeta was not missing him, and Shruti replies that Preeta always misses Karan, but can they now start the game? Yashvadan says that he is tired, but Grandma taunts him, saying that those who are really old tend to back out from the game, and this made Yashvadan to be adamant to play the game, and they all started passing the pillow as the song starts, and it finally stops when Janki takes the pillow, and they all ask Janki to act, because Janki says that she is really a good actor. Janki agrees to act and they all clap for Janki and Janki acted. Then once again they started the game and then it stops on Yashvadan and he says that they should not ask him to dance or sing. Sonakshi says that she knows each and everything about Yashvadan and Sonakshi gets an idea and she asks if there's anything which Yashvadan has not told her about himself. Yashvadan was really worried at Sonakshi's questions, but he says that there's nothing that he has hidden from Sonakshi, and after that, he says that it is enough, so he will from now on watch them play the game. Janki once again started the song and it stops on Karina. Grandma says that it is really exciting because she has never given Karina any punishment before, and Grandma asks Karina to tell them the Gayatri mantra. Mahesh replies that it is really difficult and he knows that Karina will not be able to do it. But Kritika says that Mahesh must let her mother try, and Prithvi also claps for her, and Karina then recites the complete mantra successfully. Karina asks Grandma that why did she not know this about her, and Karina taking the remote says that she will now surely want to make Grandma get the pillow. Raki holds the pillow when the song stops, and Karina was not happy because she tried to do it with Grandma. Mahesh comes to Raki and asks her to tell them one situation that still makes her get nervous thinking about it. And Raki asks Mahesh to remember the time when she accidentally called him brother and everyone laughed. Mahesh was shocked and he says that this happened before their marriage. Raki responded that even then she gets nervous thinking about it, that she called her husband her brother. Mahesh returns to his position, then the game started again and it stops on Grandma who says that this is cheating, but Kritika asks Grandma to perform for them. Grandma says that she needs a partner to perform and Shruti agrees to accompany Grandma and they both started acting as Viru and Bashanti's scene where Shruti is acting taking the side of Viru, explaining to Mausi that they both should really get married. Grandma then started eating Shruti with the dupatta and Mahesh appreciated them both for their acting and Sonakshi also praises Shruti and they once again started the song. The song stopped while Sherlyn was passing the pillow to Kritika and they both fight for who will get the chance and Sherlyn suggested that they should do a duet. Kritika asked that what would they do together and Sherlyn says that they should do the dance of Dolari Dola and Kritika and Sherlyn both dance really well on the song. The song started again and the pillow stops at Preeta, but Grandma stops them saying that Preeta will not do anything because she should not be stressed because of her condition. Raki says that then Preeta would win without even participating and Karan suggested that Preeta can participate even while sitting down and she would participate by looking into his eyes and the person who will blink first will lose. And Mahesh says that Karan only needs a chance to get romantic with Preeta and everyone laughs, but Sherlyn and Prithvi were both really frustrated. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, but let's not lie, this episode is really boring, but thanks for watching at the same time. Thank you so much guys for watching and I'll see you all again in my next video. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe. Bye guys.